So our company Saent is completely distributed or remote, however you want to call it. So that means we don't have an office. That's why sometimes you see me, record these vlogs from my home, sometimes from a hotel lobby, whatever, from a coffee shop. And it has a lot of advantages, and I'll also talk about that in a vlog sometimes. But something I ran into in the last week, and which can make it really hard, is when you need to deliver the type of news that is maybe not great, and you would normally do that, by calling the whole team together into a meeting room if you would be in an office. So I think actually one-on-one bad news or giving feedback is not that hard because you can just have a one-on-one call. But because we are extremely distributed, because we're not just not in the same office, we're also not even on the same continent. So we have somebody in Canada, we have two people in the US, we have people in China, we have somebody in Hong Kong, we have somebody in Europe, we have somebody in New Zealand. So, everybody's really all over the place in all kinds of different time zones. So it's really hard to get the whole team together on one call. So that we try to do that once a month. But, sometimes you have to communicate something and you cannot wait for scheduling, a whole call to come together. Like, obviously, it was not something super dramatic, but it was not a great thing. And it was really the kind of thing you would normally, pull the whole team together in a room, and you can't. And then it's really hard to find the right tone. And this time I did it in an email, and clearly some things came across not entirely in the right way. So this is something that is, it's one of the things that is much harder when you're remote than if you would be in the same office. And it's something we have to keep working on and improving. So one thing I learned from this particular example was to kind of run the mail that I send out to one or two other people first before I send it to everybody, to kind of get their feedback on the tone and if it comes across the way that I think it should be coming across, which this time it didn't. And also maybe even record a video like I'm doing now, to go along with the message, so that you can see my energy or how I'm actually feeling about it, because that's one of the things that didn't really come across in that email. So that's one of the challenges of being remote. As I said, there's also a lot of advantages. There are other disadvantages, and I'll talk about those in another vlog in the near future.